Okay, so let's open this thing up and see what it looks like inside. First off, I'll tell you, this sucker's heavy. Surprisingly heavy. Here's our owner's manual. Okay. Wow, there's our bracket. Back of the radio. This is a power band RX75. That's why we're getting 80 watts out of it. So you know that amplifier, you can add one of these to like a Cobra 25, Cobra 29, Galaxy 959, and usually most CB shops will charge about 120 bucks for the part and the installation on this, and it comes standard with this radio, which is just awesome for the money. I mean, here's the front of it before we get it all unpackaged. But man, this thing is heavy. All it is the radio in here. It is very heavy. I love the way it's packaged though. Well done. Very good packaging. Then over here we've got our power cord, microphone, and all the screws that you need to mount the bracket and the radio to the bracket. Okay, so this radio is just gorgeous. It has a fantastic feel to it. You have your volume and your squelch right here. Here's your 4-pin microphone. I highly recommend upgrading because of the wattage this radio does and the modulation that I can get out of it. To really enjoy all the benefits and to be super loud and clear, you kind of want to have a static 636, maybe a Ranger 198 or a 56 mic. Right down here we've got our RF gain and our mic gain. This is where you have your band selectors. It goes from A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay. Over here is our echo and reverb, and the echo board in these Magnums is hands down always been the best. I mean, the best echo you're going to get out there is from these Magnums, and it always has been. Here's your SWR calibration and your amount calibration. Now up here, this is what's new. We've got where it says dual power, okay? This is what operates the RX, the power band RFX75 that's on the back of the radio. You see, you can buy one of these. A lot of people have gotten them and putting them on Cobra 29s, putting them on Galaxy 959s, putting them on the back of General Lee's I've even seen. But this is the unit. It's a big heat sink, and it's got, you know, you can basically, you can push about 100 watts out of these. Well, this radio comes with it stock, so that is just a fantastic value right there. That heatsink system right there, the power band RX75, comes completely stock with this radio. That is just awesome value for your money right there. I can't tell you what an awesome value that is. Here's your power plug. Here's your connector if you want to put a frequency meter on it. Your standard connector for your antenna. Here's your external speaker. Now there is no PA on this unit, so that you know that. This is not a unit that comes with a PA. There's no PA. Okay. Roger beep button. When you run this, you never want to have your carrier on high and your peak on low. That would cause like an overmodulation, just to let you know. If you're going to have your peak on low, then your carrier needs to be on low as well. But what you'd want to do is, like, let's say your carrier, you'd set it right here for 2 watts. Then if you want to get, you know, 40 watt swing or something like that, you'd leave it on low peak. Now, if you want to push all the wattage you can get and do 80 plus watts, you go to high. So, and you would go to high carrier. So you would get the highest carrier and swing as many watts as the power band on the back will let you swing. But here's your AM and your FM. Again, this is your dual power unit for your carrier and your peak. And then over here you got your standard SWR, SRF, and then calibration. So this has an SWR meter in it. You can set your SWRs with it. You can calibrate your antennas, which is kind of neat. So, that's pretty much the radio. I got to tell you, it is a good looking unit. It really is nice. Let me lift this up here so you can kind of get a gander at what these things say. Beautiful radio, truly is. Very nice radio. Here's a side shot. There's a back shot. Like I said, there's no PA. This thing's a winner. Very, very, very nice radio. I'm impressed. Well, as usual, thanks for watching, guys, and may the Lord bless and keep you. Bye-bye.
Thanks again, and God bless.
You talk, they listen, they listen.
Walking that dog, kicking that cat, Big Mouth CB Shop is where it's at.
Breaker one, this is the bandit, it's a snowman out there. Am I hitting you, son? Mercy sakes, you put about 8.5 on me. Blowing the windows down, bring it on. 10-4.
Westbound and down, 18 wheels rolling. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go, and a short time to get there.